Hey friends, welcome back to Watavue Mountain. As you can see, not at the mountain today. It's still okay, it's a beautiful sunshiny day, a little overcast, about 80 degrees. Great weather to be outside. Today, we're gonna do just a real quick video as a follow-up to repairing the yard in Suburbia. We'll take a walk around, look and see. Remember I told you we were gonna do an experiment, and we kind of did one area where we watered but didn't cover anything, one area where we didn't cover anything and didn't water. Then we used some of that green rollout stuff, and then we also covered some in hay. So let's take a look and see how the experiment went. So sit back, relax, grab yourself something to drink, and let's see how this whole thing turned out. Okay, so as you can see, we're back up here at the top of the driveway where we first put all this sandy loam stuff down and filled in those ruts further up the way there. So I'm gonna pull the camera off the tripod. I keep doing this. Pull the camera off the tripod, and we're gonna kind of walk and talk, because as you can see, this all isn't nice and green. So let's see what happened. We'll get a little close up and take a look up here. Alright, so we're going to kind of walk and talk. I'll try to be as stable as I can. As you can see, we had these little white flags. We had some other poles up. We took them down so I could mow one day, and then I didn't put them back up because I thought everybody got the picture, but as you can see, they didn't. Some tire tracks, some dog tracks, and not much growth there either. The good news is, though, it didn't go away. Most of it's still here, most of it's still intact, and it's holding in place. So I believe over time that this zoysia is just going to go ahead and fill in the rest of these gaps. Same thing here, no new growth. We got the ruts filled in. They look great. They're nice and level. I don't know if you can appreciate that on the camera, on the film, but looking good all the way across. And this sandy loam stuff is holding in place. It looks like just pure sand at this point, but it's holding steady. So no new growth. And this is the spot, this is the side that we watered daily and did not cover. So yeah, so that's where we're at with this. The stuff stayed in place. We just didn't get any new growth, even with watering it every day. So let's walk over to the other side of the driveway. Well, we'll just stay like this. We'll keep looking. Alright, now we're on the other side of the driveway, and as you can see, this is the spot same thing, we reseeded. We didn't water anything over here. We just let Mother Nature take its course, and it looks exactly the same as the other side of the driveway. No growth, no new growth, all the stuff stayed in place, so it looks good. A little bit maybe washed out here. It's tough to tell if that's just washout or that's just the old dirt. So nothing major, no big waste. I mean, I guess we wasted the grass seed, but other than that, it looks exactly the same. So let's move it on back to the backyard and see how we're looking back there. All right, so let's take a look underneath this straw and see how this looks. As you can see, I don't see any new growth coming up through the straw itself, so that's not a great sign. So let's dig down here and see what we got. So yeah, no new growth, which I expected, as I didn't see any coming up through the straw. So kind of surprised. I thought this was going to work. This has kind of always been the tried and true way of cover it, keep the birds from eating it, keep it in place. So I'm a little surprised it didn't work. The good news is we didn't have a bunch of erosion here. If you remember in the last video, I had to come back and refill this in because it had rained and the water just ran down and kind of washed all this stuff out. All the way down, it seems still pretty solid, so it held it in place. So kind of a shocker there, but it is what it is. That's why we tried it different ways to see what works and what didn't work. So let's head over here, take a look at the green stuff and see how that did. All right, so here we are, $20 roll. You still see some of the green underneath there. It's dissolving just like they said it would. And also, that's all new growth. Absolutely amazing. All the way around. Everywhere I put that green stuff, it held, it dissolves or is dissolving, and I have new growth. So I can't believe it worked. I thought it was something I had wasted 60 bucks on because I bought 3 rolls and I laid it out and around. And I'll try to get a wide angle shot of all of it or zoom it around or whatever, but it worked. So obviously we're not being endorsed by the green roll of stuff. I don't even know what it's called, what the brand is. I just know I went to the big blue box store, got it, and there you go. So another big shocker for me. I didn't think it was gonna work, but there you go. So there you go, friends. As promised, just a quick short video just to follow up to talk about how our experiment went. So as always, it's an absolute blessing for us to be able to share this journey with you. We appreciate you sticking along with us as we progress here at Watavue Mountain, try to make improvements, try to make things better here, and as we get things done up at the mountain. So blessings, it's just great. We love to share this stuff, and we're glad that you can join us. If you're new here, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're coming back, thanks again for coming back. We appreciate you staying with us on the journey. We really do. And that's all we got for today. So as always, be safe. We'll see you next time.